Well, good morning, Yuriki. So, in case you don't know, my name is Yuri, and I am making and posting these videos for myself, as well as anyone else that might find this content useful. People that watch my videos every day can immediately skip roughly into about 2 minutes into the video if you want to miss the intro section, or you can skip roughly into about between 5 and 6 minutes if you want to miss the intro section and the evaluation of the video that I made, or my previous video, or the video that I made yesterday. Everything thereafter will be a prediction of what my expectation would be for the rest of this day, what I'm thinking is going to happen, and what my strategy will be. For people that is watching for the first time, I've basically started making these videos because over the course of 6 years trading, trying to create a passive income for myself, I have still not been able to find a video, a Bitcoin YouTube prediction video, um, with content of 10 minutes or less that can tell me exactly what I want to hear. Because I spent hours and hours of watching these videos, subscribe to 5 or more channels, only to hear that the price might go up. But there's also a possibility that it's going to go down. Um, Sometimes when things does not go into the way that you were just told, you will see someone with his hands in his hair. You will get a danger, an emergency type of video. And in my case, in my view, all of that content is unrealistic and creates unrealistic expectations of trading. Um, I wanted to know, plain and simple, where do I long today? Where do I short? At what price do I do that? What do I do if the price does not go in the intended direction? And that is the whole reason and the whole thinking for me making these videos. With that said and done, and that the understanding, Ricky, that this is not financial advice and that you should always do your own research. Let's have a look and jump straight into what happened yesterday. Um, Time, basically the same time as it was yesterday when I made the video. Time currently is 17 minutes past 4 in the morning. I am making these videos from the Eastern Cape of South Africa. Um, Time when I made the video yesterday, or price when I made the video yesterday, that was roughly at that stage was 42,994. Let's call it 42,300, which was basically, let's just see more or less, that was basically more or less in this section over here. At that stage, I see that I can see that we are currently finding ourselves in a one triangle formation, and that triangle formation is telling me that the price should go down. Then at 8 minutes into the video, I said I believe that a good place yesterday to go into a long, or sorry, apologies for that. A good place to go into a short would be 43,400. That would be more or less this vicinity over here. And a good place to go into a long would probably be in the region of 42,100, more or less this section over here. From the time that I made the video, unfortunately, the price never came back up again to test 43,400 for my short entry to fill. It did come up to 43,171. That was the highest. So I was up with roughly about, what is it, $229 for that price to enter. So I was a little bit higher on that one, but still pretty close though. And then at the bottom, I said that I believe then if I miss my short entry, I would do a long entry at 42,100 in that general vicinity. And the lowest that the price came down to yesterday was 42,140. So I had a long that opened 42,150. So I made that with about $90, $9.50. But my original prediction was roughly out with about $40, so still pretty close as well. So close calling the top, close calling the bottom yesterday. It was a good day. It was a good prediction. What does that do to your track record? Yuriki, you have now made and posted, let's just get to the correct info. I have made and posted 82 videos in total. Of that 82 videos, 62 of them was correct. 8 of them was neutral, where the price was basically the same the time when I made the video as what it was the time when I made the video the previous day. So price was basically just stagnant. And I have had 12 predictions that was wrong. That gives me an 85.3% correct prediction rating on the videos that I'm making and the content that I am posting. What do I think and what do I expect is going to happen today? Well, first off, I can see two triangles. We find ourselves in two triangle formations. The same one is basically, the first one is, and the bigger time frame is basically telling me the same as it has been telling me or showing us for basically the whole week, where the top of this triangle formation would be more or less in the region of 43,400. That would be a good place to short because this triangle formation does tell me that the price is likely to go down. And that a bottom for this whole section would be 42, more or less, let's call it 42,300, would be more or less a good place to go into a long. The second triangle that we are currently in is a little bit of a shorter time frame. Um, it does show me that the price is likely to come down and likely to come down to more or less this area of about 42, 150, 42 on the dot, more or less. Um, and that it should go down. From there, though, again, the line that has been the most important line for this whole entire week is this section over here. This line at 42, let's call it 42, 200, between 42,000 more or less at the dot. That is still the most important line. Until we break that line, you go long. If we do get a 4-hour candle close below this line, then you would go short because I'm expecting the price to go down after that. So what will I do and what is my strategy going to be for today? Well, first of all, regardless of whatever position I enter, I never enter any position with my full account balance at once. For example, if I have got an account balance of $1,000, I will only, my first trade will only and always be just $100. I want to create room for myself so that I can be wrong on my prediction at least 10 or more times. So, for example, my first trade for today, I'm thinking that I do see, although this triangle is showing me that the price is going down, I do see a lot of candles that has not been closed. That also shows me that there will be a little bit of strength, that there is currently a little bit of strength. So first of all, again, I will never ever enter any position with my own account balance. It will be a tenth or less of that. I will never go into a leverage that is higher than 10%. Even though I make less money on a specific trading range, I am not willing to take that risk and I'm not willing to lose that money. Anyway, so what I would do is I'm going to put in a short at 42,750. If the price does go up, um, I will not be worried about that. I will add again as the price goes up. I will add again at 42,850. There seems to be resistance there. I will add again at 43, let's call it 150. And I will add again in this whole region of 43, 400 more or less. And every single time that I do that, my entry price will move up and I'll have a better chance of going into a profit, regardless of whether it's small or not, or at least a break even and I won't lose any money. What I can see though is for the bottom, as I said, that will be my first short for today. Long, I'm gonna long 42, this whole section 42, 400, 450, 42, 350. That section, I would more or less long that. I do see that there is a resistance or a little bit of support over here. I do see lines crossing there. I do see lines crossing there. So even if I do go along at 42, let's call it 42, 450, and the price continues to go down, I will add when we reach the section over here, 42. 42,250. I will add when we get to, that's it, one is a little bit close. I will add again when we get to 42. And by that time, if we do break this line with a 4-hour candle, my price would have already moved down enough for me to go into a profit, do a break even, and then go into a short from there. Now, with that said and done, Yuriki, I hope you have a fantastic day. I hope you find this content useful. If you did, please leave me a like. Trust your triangles that you've drawn, trade your lines. Have a good day.